That horse is like the donkey at the beach that gets the one kid with Down syndrome. It's like carrying an Atlas stone, this.
They have to start off with a thalidomide, dead easy.
Harvey Price.
Yeah, fucking.
Welcome to World's Strongest Monk.
Yeah, you're not going to hell with it.
Tickets for my debut tour, Allegations, are out on Friday, the 21st of February at 12 p.m, which, as of time of release, is tomorrow, or possibly in your past, by the magic of the internet. I'm coming to all sorts of places, so if you're in Derby, Blackpool, Manchester, Liverpool, Hull, Leeds, London, Glasgow, Edinburgh, St Helens, Preston, Stourbridge, Sheffield, Darlington, Whitby, Knaresborough, Nottingham, Leicester, Stoke, Southport, York, Stockport, Coventry, Cardiff, Chester, Lincoln, Ayleston, Birmingham or Newcastle or anywhere near them, come out and see the show. Going to be dead good. Proper fun stand-up and bringing a support act. What a gig it'll be. Get your tickets now. robcomedy.com. Get them bought. Thank you. I need money.
Warning. The following podcast contains extreme language and themes and is not suitable for all audiences.
Hello and welcome to Dead Men Talking with me, Rob Mulholland, him, a big fat coat boy. We've got today leading production duties. We have got on the ones and twos, it's our racist child Madison in the corner. Very grumpy today because we've got a very special guest with us. It's Slim. How you doing, mate? Good to have you.
I'm all right. Thank you for inviting me onto the podcast.
Mate, we're so good to have you. Like, Slim's a class comedian and yeah, we're good to have you. We haven't got Tom today, if anyone's wondering what's happened to Tom. Do you want to break the news? What's happened to little not gay Tom?
Oh, it's sad, isn't it?
It is sad. It's sad what's happened to him.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Tiny little tubers.
Tiny little tubers all over him. He's just all covered in little bumps.
Oh, bless him.
No, he's dead. No, we just fired him because he's shit. No, obviously he's just not here. So we replaced him with no one, is what we decided. He does so little around here, we didn't bother even trying to replace him. So Madison will be improving our Googling today.
We were like, hey, do you know what? Yeah. Madison can step into the role of talking this episode, no problem.
Uh-huh.
And then we booked Slim. So we've spent ages building up Madison as being racist. This has been a
no
really
reason.
great coincidence.
And you've got a black guest in there.
This is it. This is it. The one way we give her a mic, so there could be trouble this evening.
That's all right. I'm ready for it.
Have you two worked together before?
I don't know if we even have, to be honest. I don't know if we have gigged together.
We
I don't know.
at some point.
Like we've definitely we've crossed paths.
My
But
31st year in this, so
31 years doing this.
I've never worked with everybody.
Yeah,
Really?
Near enough.
Who's the best comic you've worked with in that time?
There's so much good comics. You can't just like who's the best singer.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
it's not
mean?
that
There's
objective, is it?
No.
You know, and like there's certain like performances you've seen of people where you just go, "Oh, that's one of the best nights
I think
I've
he
seen."
means me.
Do you think he means you?
Yeah, that's what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Like, I tell you what, everyone
Do you want to say it?
the greatest is like I love the way he's really static. I love the way he's visibly not trying.
Don't move at all.
Yeah.
I did a show at 4 p.m. At Hot Water on Saturday, and I am not a 4 p.m. comic.
No.
Especially not when I have to go on first. And I'll tell you who found that out. 30 strong Hindu who all walked out midway through.
You walked a group opening. That's strong.
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
paid
yeah,
for a
yeah.
ticket for a whole show that they are abandoning on the strength of you.
The whole hen party got up and just left.
Well, I think there was 3 left, so I took 90% out.
That is a high attrition rate.
But what I will say is that it was a hen party and it didn't look like a first marriage.
Oh, did you mention that on stage?
No, I didn't mention it. I didn't mention it.
I wonder why they're upset.
Yeah.
You old
Why they
slags have
leaving?
clearly had loads of fellas.
Yeah. Put it this way, she looked pre-loved.
You wouldn't get away with condition used good.
Yeah. Her dating app was Vinted. But yeah, they're all shit-faced. They're all shit-faced.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was, though? Is they'd all done a bottomless brunch beforehand.
It's fucking madness, isn't it? Bottomless brunch comedy.
If you get a group of punters coming in and they've been somewhere else first,
Yeah.
it's not gonna turn out.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You know, they used to do this thing with jonglers, that Groupon. They used to sell
Yeah,
tickets on
yeah,
Groupon.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what you'd get is people on a stag or hen do, they'd be out all day on Saturday. So from like maybe 10, 12, they'd do a pub crawl. They, activities,
Fucking axe throwing and shit.
all that kind of stuff. But by the time they get to the comedy club in the evening, they're rat-faced. So they're not really even listening to you. It's just part of the package they bought.
Yeah,
the comedy
just
show
one
at the
thing
end.
on the day.
Yeah.
One of my worst ever deaths was in Cardiff, just after Cardiff had lost to England in the Six Nations at home, and there was a bunch of people in Wales shirts, visibly angry.
Yeah.
And then I walk out and go, "Hello, I'm English." I didn't say that, but obviously my accent immediately says that, and they,
Was that Cardiff Jongleurs?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, one of my worst deaths of all times at Cardiff Jongleurs.
Yeah, because it was shit.
So the week before, I'd done Southampton Jongleurs.
Okay.
And someone had tried to punch me on stage.
Yeah. How did someone manage to not punch you? You're a big fat immoving punching bag. You are the same build as a punch bag.
So I think I've talked about this before, right? It was Southampton Jongleurs was just fucking impossible.
It was just like, why
awful.
did anyone bother? It is. Yeah.
Southampton,
No one had a good
Portsmouth,
gig
there's
ever.
Horrible.
The gap between the stage and the audience was about 15 feet.
They were halfway in the fucking channel.
Yeah.
People on the back row were swimming.
Yeah, they could see comedy on one side and the boats on the other side. They were just like... and ironically, they wanted to stop both.
Yeah.
Like,
where are you from? Syria, is it?
Listen, I'm telling you, man. I haven't had too many really bad gigs, but the ones that I have, they can become very terrible, can't they?
Yeah.
I remember the promoter brought us out of London for the first time. This is years and years ago, and
So this was your first gig out of London?
Yeah, the coach pulled up on a council estate. I think it was like Milton Keynes or one of these places. It weren't too far out of London, but it's out of London. And I thought we were stopping for something, collecting people, and I said, no, it's actually a youth club on the council estate that they've hired. And the council estate didn't look like the most, it looked dangerous, put it that way, man. Do you know what I mean? So we did get paid though, so I'll give him that.
do you ever have these gigs sometimes where someone offers you the gig and you go, this is going to be a disaster, but my dignity is worth like
because often
£400 or whatever.
because often incompetent promoters also don't know how much they should be paying comedians. So you're like, from the amount of money you've just offered me, you don't understand this.
Yeah.
So this will be bad, but also 300 quid, So.
And it's sort of like there's because sometimes you know that a gig's going to be bad and you can see the car crash and fall before your eyes.
Yeah.
And it's
You're not the guy to turn it around as well. I've got half a chance. I could be a little bit charming with a rough audience and maybe win them round. Freddie will just stand there and say horrible things until they're upset. Yeah.
Oh, the night isn't going well, is it not? Time for some rape jokes. Here we go. Strap yourselves in.
Oh, you're all feeling uncomfortable. Let's talk about FGM.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of comics that will do that. They'll, if they ain't getting, that response from the audience. Yeah, I've seen them turn on the audience before.
Yeah, I hate it when people have tantrums. It's kind of pathetic, isn't it? When it's just like, you're not laughing enough.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's on you, isn't it?
Speaking of which.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how quick was that, Madison?
Madison, well done. Look at that. That was absolutely brilliant. Just immediately done it.
Immediately.
Yeah, and with only 82% of the brain power.
Just proving that women can do anything that men can do.
Yeah,
just
they can.
as well.
Knuckle down. Also, aim for a stupid man if you want to take over from
They
them.
can do anything as well as men.
A stupid man.
Except football. My God.
Madison, I'm not joining in with this. I told you already, I'm from South. They've changed things down there for us. Yeah. I'm literally scared to even say the word woman. So, yeah, I'll sit down
That's
here
going to be
drinking
the
my
least
tea.
of the problems in here, I'll be honest with you.
I just had a great thought.
Yeah.
All female goalkeepers should be trans.
Right. Big hands.
Because all female...
Big hands and quite tall.
They won't need the gloves.
You should. How much better would women's football be if one person on the team was allowed to be
You
trans?
should have a special player.
That's how you get trans people in sports. You get them in team sports as like
How about this?
special roll of the dice.
Right, rather than one
Right, you get Keith for 15 minutes. Go on.
rather than one on each team, I think you have one in each corner that are activated like house robots.
It's Matilda.
Exactly.
Coming on.
Got Sergeant Gash.
They never gave me warning. Madison, they did not give me warning about this podcast.
Oh mate,
Right, we've just fixed women's sports. Done.
Speaking of cringe,
Right, yeah,
click
yeah.
on this first. I don't know if you see this, but it's
I
a
have
comic
seen this,
have a
yeah.
meltdown on stage.
Oh, she's deleted it. What's her name?
Yeah, Google
Just Google
comedian meltdown on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah. Also,
Um,
you didn't quite spell comedian right, but it's all right, Madison. You're doing your best.
Where was this? What country?
in America, I believe her name was like Natalie Luomo or something like that.
Yeah, it's close to that.
Yeah. If you
It might be Cuomo
if
or
you
Luomo.
Google Natalie, try
there-
Natalie.
Yeah, put woman.
Right.
I love it. Okay, wait. What made you want to ask him?
She's doing a little bit of crowd work.
Huh?
Why are you making it sound like we're a couple?
Oh my god! Don't get
It's
scared.
not my material.
What? Oh, he said. Oh, it's not that. Wow, you're. Oh, it's not that. Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
I could leave right now if
Well,
I
I can
wanted.
roast you too. You can't just roast all of us and get nothing.
I see. So you were afraid because you felt like I was saying your
I can take the
name.
mic if you want.
It's okay. He's your new friend.
I will say this, it is such a hard time in this world right now. There are so many people that came together to be supportive and fucking amazing, and you're putting fucking look me in the eyes. You're putting negative fucking energy out here. This is the last show of my fucking, look me in the fucking eyes. This is the last, look at me. It's the last show of my fucking weekend. It's a sold out show, and you want to say mean shit to me, okay? So don't fucking do that.
I would die of cringe. Why on earth would you chop that up and be like,
Let me put this up.
yeah. Hey, you know that bit where I totally lose it when a guy on the front row just gently says that I could roast you too, and I have a full meltdown. That's content.
Yeah,
I would never put this out personally.
No, neither would I.
Yeah.
She might, I don't know. She
But also-
seemed to have a think of. I think that there was something else going on with her
Yeah.
rather than the audience.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
yeah.
we work in the evenings. Shit can go on in the day and you go
I
to
hear
work
you.
with that shit.
Yeah.
And it just takes one person to. So obviously that guy.
Maybe she lost her broom.
Maybe she burnt she done a Sunday roast and it burnt.
Yeah,
and when the
rub
guy
it.
said, "I'll roast you," she just
Really
lost
triggered
it.
her.
Yeah,
She's
triggered
like,
her. The
God.
word roast. You
You're gonna cover me in
motherfucker.
gravy, are you? I think the bit where the dude in the audience did tip over was when he goes, "I could take the mic off you." That's the point where it's like, you're being a real prick there, buddy. You're being a real prick there. You've made a vague physical threat there. And also, this is coloured by the fact that I would happily marry this woman. I fucking love her. She's great.
You think?
Oh yeah, God, she's fit as fuck. And also, she's in all the stuff I've seen her be very funny. This is not a good look. I would not put this out.
Well, this
at
is the
all.
look I'm looking for before
Yeah.
I settle down with a crazy bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Because, as you said, you like the look of her, yeah?
Yeah.
But you didn't know she was like that.
No, but I also knew she was a funny person, so she's got to be crazy in some way.
It's true.
You know,
It's
like-
true. You don't get a saying comedian-y.
No,
They're all fucking nuts.
We're all
man.
mental, innit?
I love
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they're nuts. They're not your regular ladies.
No, and we're not the regular guys, innit? Like,
it's true.
I do really enjoy the look me in the eyes. I think that's a really funny thing to scream while you're
Look
having a
me in
meltdown.
the eyes.
Yeah, it's really funny.
She actually talked to him like a child, didn't she?
Completely.
Look at me when I'm
Yeah.
speaking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like she was doing aversion therapy for autism.
Yeah.
Like, look me in the eyes.
It's one of those where I really want to defend the comedian, but it does start with some the guy is right that you are just going gay. And
Yeah.
it's not the
Yeah.
greatest.
Yeah.
But, also crowd work is like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes crowd work goes nowhere. But then those are the videos you don't pop on the internet.
That's the
But
one.
what I will say is she's got a fuckload of views. I bet her subscribers are through the fucking roof. I bet this has done great for her. I bet it has.
Really?
Yeah, because like for every if 100 people hate you and 20 people love you, you've got 20 new fans.
That's the
Do
truth.
you know what I think
That's
it
the
is?
internet. That's
That's the
nowadays.
truth.
I'm going to offer an alternative theory. I think for attractive people, the bar is lower. I think
That's why you need to get a lot better at comedy, Freddie.
the more attractive you are, the more people go, she's not very good, but all right, okay. We'll let them do their thing.
But
I'd go watch a Jungle of Keys.
But
I'm like, well done.
what you could get though,
Yeah.
as you say, it might be a good thing for her, but on the flip side, she might become the equivalent of Cult Man here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
people
yeah.
will say, "Oh, she can wind up easy."
Yeah, yeah.
You lot would have booked a ticket to her next show had you been in America just to fucking wind her up.
I hear what
you
you're
lot
saying.
would have. You would have definitely done.
He
it.
would have
You-
100%.
Freddie, you would have booked a ticket and thought, "Oh, she gets
you can
upset that
poke her.
easy."
It's what's happened to Steve Hofstetter because he was like he was a guest we've had on here before, and like he was the first guy to do like YouTube heckler videos,
Right.
and he blew up off that.
Yeah.
So now he gets heckled all the fucking time.
Yeah,
because people
because
turn up to his
people
shows and they go,
expect- yeah,
"He's
yeah.
the heckle guy."
Yeah. So I feel that she's gonna be in for quite a lot of heat. This
I hear
year.
you.
Also
Yeah.
as well, Steve, not to have a go at him, but he posted a little thing online going, "Hey, when my management signed Kanye West, I stepped away from the agency,
Yeah.
and I think I was right given the last couple of days." And it's like, oh, will you?
Yeah,
No,
and I bet
no
that
one
agency
okay
are
about
gutted that they kept the $1 billion artist.
Have you seen Kanye's meltdown?
Yeah, like Kanye needs to be in hospital.
Yeah, oh no, we know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's a guy throwing his shit at traffic, but he's a billionaire,
Yeah.
so he can like do
Yeah,
it
yeah, of
like
course he
this.
can.
Yeah.
he's got the money.
He's tramp mental, but
Yeah.
with billionaire
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Isn't it?
Not worth arresting him.
No.
They'll bail him. Don't matter what he's got. He's got the money for it.
It's
Isn't
just what? How is it a news story? Kanye said something mental. Yeah, he's mental.
he is.
he's
He's
mental.
been like that for a little while.
Ever since he paid for his mum tit job and she died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I
When you
wouldn't
go
pay.
nuts to
Yeah.
think, well, go on, mum, go and have them new tits.
Yeah.
And then the
And
hospital
my mum
phones you
needs
says,
one and I
yeah,
wouldn't pay
she's
for it.
copped it, mate.
Yeah.
With your money.
Yeah. She's double D. That stands for dead.
Dead.
She's dead. That's how I told you your mum was dead. Congratulations, it's double D's. Dead.
It's like
What do you think it was being misleading or something?
I think it's
Your mum is dead. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Your
he went
mother.
nuts. He went nuts.
He went nuts.
Yeah.
He's like, it's one of the look. There's a lot of wild anti-Semitism in the world. I think blaming Jewish people for your mum's tit job not working is. Well, I don't even understand.
Might have been a Jewish doctor.
Yeah, well, that's
Or
what he claims.
surgeon.
I
You never
think.
know.
But it's like Jews don't control tit jobs. That's not even racists don't think that. That's a new one.
Yeah. I've never once looked down the street, seen a woman with a big old fake pair of tits and been like,
Jews.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Look what they're doing to the world.
Hitler's like, we must remove these fake boobies from our country.
Yeah. When those hostages came back to Palestine, they all had massive tits.
Elon Musk just saw a cracking pear in the crowd, didn't he? That's what he was waving at.
No house but a new pair of tits.
Yeah.
That's like, I'll just stand on the street corner.
Oh, mate.
So mad, man. But yeah, like, it's wild other people.
Aren't his kids? How old are Kanye's kids?
I don't know, man. Like, I honestly have no idea.
Because he's got 4 kids with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
And your mum is Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
And your dad is Kanye West.
Good
There's
luck
going
to
to be some kind of mental health issue.
Yeah, I
in
think
the
that's
future.
putting it loosely.
I mean it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. If
There's
Will
no
Smith's
way.
kids,
But
when-
if you're like
Yeah.
if you're say 12, right, and your dad's Kanye West,
Yeah.
you'll be acutely aware that your dad is tweeting swastikas.
Yeah. It's like, oh, time to see what Dad's tweeted today.
It's
Oh God! Because like what I really love about Kanye's tweets at the moment is they used to be like, "Hey, I'm not a racist guy. I just think maybe there's this sort of thing going on," and he'd sort of try and hide it. Whereas now he's like, I don't like Jewish people and I love Hitler. To be clear, I am a racist who doesn't like other racists. It's like,
Kanye's lost it, man.
like far lost it.
Did you see when he started comparing himself to comedians?
I don't know.
So
I saw him slag off Dave Chappelle.
so
Chappelle caught some strays.
Yeah, so he slagged off Chappelle for a bit.
Yeah.
And then he said at one point, he went, some of my bars over the last few days have been at the level of Anthony Jeselnik. It's like...
A lot of these artists are going into comedy. I was in Los Angeles and they said, oh, T.I. is going to do a set. T.I.?
What?
Do you mean the rapper T.I.? And they said,
Yeah.
oh, he's starting to do comedy now. I will admit, he wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Compared to
Yeah.
you'd think, nah, he's going to really...
He's a
got couple of
charismatic performer, so
Yes.
he's already got that, and he can
Yes.
talk in front of an audience.
Yes,
so
and
I get
he
that.
was talking more behind the scenes stuff, which you would be
Which is
interested
interesting.
in.
I
But
get
he
it as a
kind of,
story thing, yeah.
took the piss
Yeah,
out of this
yeah,
stuff. But I mean, I've seen comics do much worse.
Yeah,
But
but like,
say is brilliant.
Yeah.
But
bring
he held
T.I.
his
to
own.
Southampton Jongleurs, though. See if he can fucking
That's a
swim.
different.
He's in the third row.
Portsmouth. Or Portsmouth.
You know, Madonna has done a couple of
I
comedy
know.
sets.
There's
hasn't
no
she?
way on earth Madonna is funny. I'm not having
No,
it.
they do try it. They do.
You can't be a multi-millionaire who's been that famous forever with everyone around you sucking up to you and be genuinely funny.
No.
You can't.
No, you can't.
be.
No,
you
you've got to come
You
from
need friends who are
grassroots.
slagging you.
Yeah,
in
you
order
need
to be funny.
grassroots friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
you're
There's
right.
no way Madonna's funny. I'm not having it.
No, she's not.
No.
No.
Shut up, Madonna.
Well, you get a lot of people that, as I say, they try and go into comedy. We've got what's my guy from the In-Betweeners? Carly's boyfriend. One of the main.
Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas.
Yeah, he started to do comedy.
Yeah.
He's
Simon
been
Bird was
comedy
doing it
about
before
2
it.
years now.
Yeah, I've
On and
heard
off.
it's
It's all right. I mean, I've seen him do all right, and I've seen him not do all right.
Yeah,
Do you know
that's
what
most comics, isn't it?
Do you know what you'd do though if you were like his agent? Surely you'd go, "Here's 5 writers."
Yes.
Here's a lot of, because you're at the point where people will come out and see you because you're from the In-Betweeners.
And they expect you to.
But you've only been doing comedy for 2 years.
That's right.
So the demand is here, but your skill level is here.
correct.
So we're just going to get you 5 writers,
Yeah.
and we're just going to sort of bring it around here.
Yep,
you know?
yep, I agree.
Because that always works. That makes brilliant
But
stand-up.
a lot of the
committee.
times they'll try. Well,
That's what
some
makes
of them
great
need
art.
it. Some of them need it. Didn't
They do need it. It doesn't mean it comes out well.
What's his name? Munya.
Oh, Wendy Chihuahua.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you remember he started to do comedy. He was
Yeah,
doing a
yeah.
lot of sketches and he went on comedy, but he had to get writers
Yeah.
because they gave him a whole tour.
Yeah.
And
How
as
do
you
you
know,
fill
a
an
tour is an
hour?
hour
Yeah.
worth of material.
Yeah.
And he was so new, he didn't have.
Yeah.
I don't even think he had 15.
Don't
So
bother doing
they
stand-up
got
then.
writers.
Yeah.
But that supposed to have went well. From what I saw.
Yeah, but this is where
online.
this will be my old man comedy
Yeah.
opinions. Like, just
Yeah.
don't do stand up then. Like,
No,
if you're
that's
not
true.
writing it yourself, why are you fucking saying it?
That's the
That's
truth.
that's
No,
how I
that's
feel
true.
about it
But the
personally.
thing
I'm a
is-
purist on that front.
The thing is nowadays there's this sort of, there's a whole sort of new genre of sort of pseudo celebrity, these influencer type people who are famous off TikTok or Instagram or
Yep.
whatever,
or some shit
And-
podcast.
and they have no discernible like talent or
Yep,
ability.
yep.
So they have a
Sometimes all they can do is just make fat jokes at their mate.
So they have this huge fucking audience,
Yeah.
and they have no way of monetizing it because they're shit at everything.
I love the stories when you've been to a venue and they're like, "We had a TikToker here last week." I'm like, "Tell me about it."
Yeah.
Because
that
it's
he
always died on their ass.
They died.
But at least with stand up, like they can get their way through a tour. I mean, don't get me wrong, no one will buy tickets again.
No.
But
February 21st, my tickets are on sale. Come see me for one time only.
I've just seen here, Northwest, Kanye's oldest kid, 11 years old.
Oosh.
He knows, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He
definitely.
knows his
The
dad's
9-year-old
insane.
will know. Like, yeah.
Psalms West, Chicago West, St. West.
North.
They all sound like destinations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they went with
reading
north
it,
and
they're
south,
like
and then they went,
destinations.
"This is stupid. We'll call it Chicago."
Yeah,
And
they look
Psalms.
like locations on a GTA map.
yeah.
I mean, Psalm West.
Head to St. West.
yeah. Fucking hell. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I watched a bit of it. Yeah. I watched the halftime, and then
I
the
watched
game
the
was
halftime.
boring.
What
I
did you
didn't
think?
watch it.
I thought it was fucking class. Yeah.
You thought it was good?
Do you know what? They know how to put on an entertainment show. I will give
Yeah.
America, sometimes we shit on them and blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah.
where their entertainment, it's always second.
It's better than the halftime shows
Second.
at footy, innit, where they just do dizzy
Seriously.
penalties or something.
Yeah. They always put on a good show.
No, it was sick, man.
Boxing, football.
Getting someone like Serena Williams, Crip Walkie was my favourite bit. I fucking loved that.
Who?
That was who that was.
It was Serena Williams. You know, the backstory to that Drake is obsessed with Serena Williams, wanted to go out with her. She basically like blanked him. He wrote a lot of songs dissing her, and then Kendrick brought her out to Crip Walk at the Super Bowl whilst he was calling him a pedo in front of 1 billion people.
Oh.
It's one of the biggest dunks I've ever seen on that. He also did it wearing bootcut jeans. If a man ends your life in bootcut jeans, you've got to just kill yourself.
He also did it wearing a chain with a lowercase a on it for A minor.
Yeah.
Which is.
Did you hear the crowd sing the A minor bar?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, mate.
I wanna
the
get home, I'm
whole
gonna look at it on
stadium is like,
YouTube.
A minor, just
Look at that.
screaming it, man.
Look at that.
Because he teases that he's going to do the song, and he's like, he's got a bar about how, like, you know, we want to do it, but they want to sue me.
Yeah.
And then, like, he drops it later, and the voice just went, oh.
Yeah, he just thought, I'll get paid enough. I'll just
The
pay
single
them.
greatest diss track of all time, bar none. I don't care how old, like, old men are like Ice Cube and all this. It's great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but the
Yeah,
level of
nice.
cultural impact.
Yeah, on that. Yeah,
It's the best
yeah,
ever.
yeah.
It's the one that's most of a bop is the thing. That's why it's
Kendrick's
so good.
done well so far,
I
but
mean-
he's got a couple of more years to catch. Because I'm older,
Yeah.
I always say, you know, you get it's like One Direction. When they first came out,
Yeah.
they're doing good. No one can say, oh, they're the
When they could
Beatles.
stay in a hotel.
Because they ain't done, could stay in. While you lock the balcony doors, yeah. Why are you lot dragging me?
Dragging you down.
You're dragging me down.
Sorry to push
I
you
can
off the
feel-
metaphorical balcony there.
And you know the fucked up thing about it? Guess who gets cancelled out of anyone? The black guy. Had fuck all to do with it.
We were fine till Slim turned up.
I was at home 7 o'clock in the morning. They told me to come up.
Do you know what? There is something as well. Whenever we get into trouble, I always seem to get the blame.
Yeah.
Do
So I'm
ya?
going to be so happy when it just gets
Oh,
passed.
thanks. Fuck me. I always wanted to hang around a black guy just in case.
this is
you
it.
know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. It's a good
Officer,
insurance
It was
policy.
him. That's a brilliant insurance. And we've always got, if there's anything the police might turn up for, it's a group of blacks, try and have a white friend with you.
Yeah. Just as your
Seriously?
interpreter. Yeah.
Interpreter, listen, I swear to God.
I've been the middleman between black friends and police officers
I swear
before.
to God,
I've been that
it
guy.
is
They've
not-
set
they
me
won't
out as
kill
a
us in front of
bridge.
you. They will not kill us in front of you.
I love the idea of a police interpreter.
That's basically what it was.
Didn't you realise that?
It's 100% that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I put on my whitest white boy voice in order
Yeah.
to speak to them. And, you know, I was like, hello, officer. Hello, how are we doing?
Yeah.
Good morrow, officer.
Ah, hello, good
I'm telling you,
evening.
it helps. It fucking helps.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you've seen in America during lockdown, there was some altercation between a couple of kids. And it was like 4 or 5 white kids and 1 black guy. And they was roughing up the black guy. And the white kid went up to the police. He goes, don't you touch him like that. Don't you. This. And the police actually backed off.
Yeah.
That's why that black guy walks around with 4 white friends.
Yeah.
He was never going to get arrested that day. You know what I
Mate,
mean?
some of the shit I have given police, you would like it would blow your mind.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We look as black people.
Yeah.
He just told the police to fuck himself.
We used to wind.
You know, like we're so, he can't say that. He's gonna get nicked in a minute.
We used to wind the police up for fun. Like that was like that was a game.
No, that's called like Death Wish down south London. They'll get you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a very different game for a white lad in North Yorkshire. It was a very
Yeah.
different vibe going on in like getting
That's
chased
right.
around the countryside by a bobby.
No.
Yeah. He's just going to wave a truncheon at you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what he's
exactly,
gonna-
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I was
order.
essentially just William in this story.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm the white friend that you need because
No, he's awful at that. He'll
No,
make it
I
worse.
think you
I'll
get
make-
me nicked.
I'll
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it worse.
yeah.
I'll make it 100% worse.
Despite
man.
looking like a cartoon policeman. Doesn't he look like he could be a policeman in Noddy? You know exactly what I mean as well.
Leave him alone, man. Leave him alone. He could pass as a Mitchell.
I have this ability to make enemies with anyone really quickly.
Yeah.
I get into about 5 fights a day just with random.
I've seen him getting drive-by arguments. Like he'll have an argument with someone who is just walking down the road he's never met before whilst he's in his car.
Are you fucking? Is he just one of those
Yeah,
people?
I just go insane.
That's
I just-
bipolar.
So I would,
It is. So you go,
I
going
would
the
make-
same way as Kanye.
I would make it so much worse.
Yeah.
I'd make it so much worse.
Yeah.
You know.
You'd end up getting nicked on like counter-terrorism charges or something. He'd get you on a watch list.
Yeah.
He's one to walk through the airport.
I'd be like,
with.
oh, you can't just arrest Slim. No, he'll fucking... No. If you want to arrest him, you've got to taser him. That's what you've got to do first.
August 30th this year, Dead Meat, the best comedy festival in the fucking country. Suck our dicks, Edinburgh. Dead Meat is back and tickets are on sale now.
Shit, how'd you get them?
I think you go on the internet, don't you?
You go to deadmentalkpod.com, get your tickets right now. We have got comedy, we've got podcasts, we've got alcohol, we've got...
General chaos. Like, it's not just a comedy festival. Look, it's a banging comedy lineup on its own. It's worth coming.
Last time we had wrestling and we had gimps.
Yeah, we've got all sorts of freak show shit coming up.
When else would you see gimps at wrestling?
Usually just the crowd. No, so we're going to have a great time. It's going to be sick. Get your tickets now and come down. Don't miss out. It is the best day of the year. Going to be class.
We hope you're enjoying this week's episode of Dead Men Talking. If you're not signed up already, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod. Just for a little sample, just a little sort of amuse-bouche of what you're missing out on. Here is a sample clip from a previous Patreon episode.
Yeah, and like a free sample, Freddie's going to have 4 of them.
I had a realisation the other day.
Yeah.
I think
That you're gay.
if cats could talk, they'd sound Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
Yep,
right, there we go. Yeah,
thanks.
cool.
Why
yeah.
do you think that?
I just do. I just meow.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same tone.
Well, if they
isn't
could
it?
talk, they wouldn't say meow, would they? They'd
Yeah,
say
that'd be-
words.
that'd be say words.
But they say it in Chinese.
It does. see?
How would an English cat learn Chinese?
Duolingo.
Right.
Yeah. I also thought that ghosts sound like they have cerebral palsy.
What?
Get out.
Ghosts don't sound like anything because they're not real.
No, but they are.
Right.
Neither cerebral palsy.
No, cerebral palsy is ghosts. That's what's wrong with them. They've got ghosts in them. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Full of ghosts. You've got to get an exorcist. It's the only way to deal with it. That's why it's called cerebral palsy.
Right. Okay.
They
You
look
say
like they're
Ricky-
full of ghosts, innit?
Yeah, they do.
Ricky Balshaw's legs are full of ghosts.
Ricky
yeah.
Balshaw's
legs are full of
His
ghosts.
legs are full of
His
ghosts.
legs
He's
are
not a
full of
ghost.
No,
His legs are full of ghosts.
Loads of ghosts, yeah. Like
Yeah.
6 of them.
I'm afraid your husband's haunted. What? You mean he's got cerebral? Yeah. Yes, I do.
I'm afraid he's got dead legs, meaning they're full of ghosts.
Madison, I've sent some news stories. There we go. So if we have a little look at, can you just click "Let Be Dating"? So this
Let be dating.
this-
No,
this
she's
shi-
not, is she?
No, she's not. She's still in jail, mate. So this is an event that is happening on Valentine's Day this year in Clapham. Now,
Oh, we have to go.
so I assume you're aware of the Lucy Letby case.
I am,
Slim.
and I
Now,
did read up on
I don't know.
that.
I don't know if you I don't know how you feel about it. I am a bit of a Lucy Letby truther. I am 100% convinced she's innocent, and it's
Okay.
a massive miscarriage of justice.
Okay.
Right now, there are also a lot of other people out there who believe the same thing.
Okay.
But what I don't believe is normal is to then have a dating event based around that. Like it's just a thing. I think it's like it's in Clapham, I think, in South London on
It is.
Valentine's Day.
Imagine going to that if you're a single mum.
You've got to be fucking sure you're right.
No,
haven't you?
seriously,
You've got to be really
seriously.
sure. Like, I think she's
Why do you
innocent.
think she's innocent?
So, like, there's a lot of evidence that she is, mate. So, basically, there's no evidence that there has ever been a murder committed at that hospital. There has this week been a massive review conducted by, like, a bunch of experts, including the person who was the first to identify injecting air bubbles as a cause of death and how to identify that, which is what they said had happened to these babies. This panel of experts concluded there was no evidence of a single murder in any of the cases. They were all explainable. Basically, what happened was the hospital was underfunded and understaffed and had really high-risk babies who often died, and they used Lucy Letby as a scapegoat for that.
Okay.
All of the things they've tried to pin on her are bullshit. They said that all of the deaths happened while she was on shift. That's not true. That's only true if you ignore some deaths. They said that the death stopped when she was released. And that's true. The exact day that she was released, the death stopped. But also, they stopped accepting high-risk babies on that day. the exact same day. There's like all the evidence is kind of bollocks. Basically, there's just nothing to pin anything on it. Basically, other than there's been a load of tragic.
See,
accidents.
this is why he's the white friend that you want when the police come.
You
see how passionately
you actually convinced me that she was innocent. I mean, the jury convicted her, but you know what?
Yeah. There's no stop and search for you.
No.
Did you just see how well he defended a baby killer?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was impressed. Did you hear me be totally silent to hear this?
Yeah. But a lot of the evidence didn't get used in a trial. Basically, her defence was really incompetent, and like they didn't bring up a lot of like the expert witnesses they should have done. And basically, what happens because it's so emotive that like the prosecution goes, loads of babies have died. We should put someone in jail, and the jury naturally go, all right, is it that person? You know, it's
They
human.
said, yeah.
It's human.
What I want to happen is I want for there to be a big trial, and I want Lucy Letby to be found innocent, to walk out of prison, and I want her to walk out of prison and drop kick the first baby she sees.
just like Charlie Brown with an American football.
The first baby, the first one she comes across, just grab hold of it, just boot it into the sea, and just be like, ah!
Just shakes it up like she's making a fucking martini.
So we're letting out killers now. So Rose West is next, yeah? She's going to be out. I'm sure she won't. Fred done it. We all know Fred done it.
Yeah, but she was assisting. But yeah, like, who's turning up at the Lucy Letby dating?
I think we
People
should.
turn up, you know. People are ghoulish.
Yeah.
You've got ghoulish people.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah. How did you two meet?
Yeah.
Oh, we met at dating, speed dating.
We both believed that like a load of baby deaths were a miscarriage of justice, and that made me horny. Like, even if, like, look, I'm obviously a little bit happy that I've been so right about this for so long, and there's constantly more evidence coming out. Like,
Well, they're going to let her out soon then.
No, they're definitely not. Justice doesn't work like that at all. But, like, she's going to rot in jail. But, like, I'm not, like, this happy where I'm, like, making it part of my identity. Where it's like, you know,
Can we read out, let's get Madison doing some reading.
Yeah.
Can we read out...
Can you read? Sorry, Madison, we haven't checked this.
Just about, yeah.
Wow.
We haven't checked.
She had a man's education. Can we read out this advert for Lucy Letby dating?
Just the post.
Yes, please.
Hi guys, after the success of the birthday party, I'm
Was
thinking...
it a birthday party for Lucy?
No. They had a Lucy Letby birthday party.
Yeah, they blew out the candles with little air bubbles.
The windmill in Clapham. That's around the corner from me.
Do you know where
Shut
the boozer
up.
is?
Yeah.
You should pop down, Slim.
Pop down the granddaughter.
No. What'll happen is Slim will
No
pop
idea.
down and they'll go, he did it!
That's why I said I'm coming down with my grandbabies. You understand?
Oh, fucking hell, man. I wonder what the Windmill pub in Clapham looks like.
Well, it looks like a pub.
It's
of
one of them
But
old, really old looking, original old school.
Is it?
Pubs, yeah.
It's not like a Weatherspoons.
No.
No. You don't want to meet a load of...
So you got to go somewhere with a nice real ale, haven't you?
But there might be a Weatherspoons in it because remember they don't change the name in London. A lot of pubs it will keep his own name, but Weatherspoons will
Tag it
operate.
on.
Just be underneath.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Lucy Letby speak. If any of our fans live around the Windmill pub in Clapham,
Yeah. And we know they're single and desperate.
Yeah,
There's going to be some clearly mentally ill women there. I'd go scoop up.
I'll tell you what, though. Let's be real. There's not going to be a single fit one.
Oh,
There's
God,
no attractive
No.
woman.
But if you're
I'm going to
into...
go down there now.
Yeah.
Just have
What,
a
you
look.
into
Literally, it's
mental
like
monsters,
7
are you?
minutes walk or something from my house. Yeah.
Yeah. It's easy pickings, mate. You might as well, you know.
I poke my head in
Yeah.
just in case.
See if there's any limping, like, you know, an injured gazelle.
Oh, that's
Right, what else
gross.
did I send you? I sent you another story, I think. Doing such a good job, though. Frozen. Can we have a look at this one? Here we go. Do you want to read this one out?
Canadian man gets his penis stuck into the freezing ground whilst being detained following a bar fight.
Yep.
During his struggle with security, his pants fell down, fully exposing his privates. The man is lashing out about people making fun of his tiny wiener, says it was small because it was so cold, according to Fort McRae today.
I mean, like, look, we've all been there. We've all suffered shrinkage in the cold. If it's so cold that your balls can stick to the ground, I guess.
Wow.
But, you know, once people have seen your cock be that small, that's what they're remembering.
So this is apparently a direct quote.
Yeah. Let's have this quote. Madison, can you read this out?
Okay.
Can you be this man?
Oh, no, because somebody will listen to this and come over Madison reading this.
I know I don't have no fucking hog or nothing, but these folks making vids and shit about my tiny wiener. You trying to have a dick getting what?
You try having a dick.
You try having a dick and getting a frozen fucking solid to the ground and see how small that shit gets.
I mean, the boy makes a point.
He does make a point.
There is a video, if we scroll down.
But do you know how I know he's got a small dick?
Yeah.
Genuinely, is because guys with big dicks, if it looks small, they're like, so? Like, I don't care. Guys with small dicks, like, no,
actually,
there was wind chill, and actually, it was far away, and telescopic photo lenses make it look smaller.
Yeah, but there's shrinkage in the shrinkage, isn't it? Like, I once went in a Norwegian fjord, and if anyone had seen my dick at that point, I'd have to kill myself. I'd have to kill myself. I look like a newborn baby, but 6'7". It's like I didn't know it could happen. My balls disappeared; they just weren't there anymore. I just didn't have testicles. It looked like
freezing.
It looked like I was getting leech therapy rather than having a penis.
So they've held him down on the floor.
Yeah,
his pants is down.
Yeah.
So he obviously skins, naked skins on the floor.
Yeah.
So if it got stuck,
it must
when
have been a
they
bit wet.
pull him up. Because that's what I'm thinking, you know? If was he arrested or what? You know, they put your hands behind your back and then lift it off the floor, don't they?
But if your
balls are stuck, it's like, wait.
I want to see if they get ripped off. Let's have a little look. There he is. Oh! There we go, he's down. Oh! The security's on his ass as well.
No idea, dude. I just know an Asian guy hit it in his ass.
They're trying to rip him off the ground at the moment.
He's gonna get a frostbite.
He's going to get a frostbite. He's just face down on his
trousers around his ankles.
No shirt as well. What's happened to his shirt?
Oh, man.
Because if your trousers just fall down while you're in a bar fight, you know.
Look how they dragged him up. Yeah, he left one of his balls on the floor. And someone stepped on it.
What the fuck?
If you're,
it's that rip.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, come on, bro, lads, pour some hot water down there first.
De-ice it.
Yeah, de-ice it, man.
Chip it away.
That's the
credit
worst
card.
fucking your dick.
Getting ripped off onto the ground, yeah. Wow. You can hear from the reaction of everyone else that there is definitely a little patch left of like pubes.
Something.
There's 100% some ball hairs, a little bit of skin.
This is how cold countries circumcise.
Well, you think this is a Canadian bris?
That's Canada, innit?
Yeah. This is the most Canadian thing that's ever fucking happened, mate.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
They left his pants and his...
It is tiny penis energy from him, though.
Yeah. Like, but you know, like some people have got tiny penises. It's sad.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
If you're a man, take this for advice. If you're a man with a tiny penis, wear a belt.
I'd wear braces. I'd double up.
2 belts.
I'd be wearing dungarees at all times just to make sure this didn't happen.
Especially if you get into bar fights a lot.
Yeah. Also, dungarees are great look at a hick bar fight. Come on, that really scans.
You'd much rather be known as the guy that wears 2 pants.
Yeah.
Than be
Oh,
known as-
Johnny Two Pants. Rather than Timmy Tiny Dick.
Oh, yeah. If you're going to be known as anything, the guy that wears 2 pairs of pants is so much better to be the guy with a tiny penis.
Like, dungarees are
Dungaree,
embarrassing, but micro penises are worse.
Come on. I'd rather the dungarees, to tell you the truth. I'd definitely rather the dungarees.
You said anything, Freddie?
Oh, let's have a little look.
Because I've got some videos for the end.
I was just thinking then about penises.
Yeah, as you do often because you're gay.
So I was thinking, like, the stereotype is that black guys have got bigger penises, right? I don't know why I'm looking so deeply into your eyes when I tell you this, Slim.
You said that, your tone really changed.
Just
the stereotype.
going on a stroke.
Just put his hand on under his knee.
But I mean, like,
Music starts playing softly.
logically, there must be black guys that don't have big, like
black
there
guy
must
with
be-
a micro
There
penis
must
is
be
rough
black guys
draw.
with
Of
small
course.
penises.
Yeah, he's a
but,
human.
Yeah.
But the thing is they don't get to go, that's not actually true. Because if they do, then it's like small dick. Do you know what I mean? So they just have to sit there and be like, yeah, so whatever.
All of us, yeah.
Do you reckon they have like the conversation with a woman where they go like, it's not
Mate, I'm
true, all that. You know?
If mine was like that, I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah.
You just have to.
Mate, that's a
you
6
just have to feel a bit defrauded.
Do you know what? No, do you know what the
By
move
the time
is?
they've seen it's too late.
Do you know what the move is? The move is to gaslight the hell out of them.
Yeah.
So the move is to have your little penis and go, pretty big. Pretty big, innit?
Just Darren Brown them.
yeah.
It's massive, that. You're going to struggle to hold this. But like, look, I can minorly relate to the struggle. That's a 6'7" man with a normal dick.
Yeah.
You know, like no one's like, it's never been bigger than anyone's expected.
Yeah.
You know, so like, I
because
can
you're a
feel-
tall guy, so you're supposed
This
to be
is
hanging.
it exactly, and like if you put my dick on a short man, you'd be like, that's a fantastic penis. But on a 6'7" man, you're like,
See,
Yeah, you can live with it.
yeah.
see, the way I do it is I set expectations low just by my look.
Sure.
So by the time a woman is happy enough to come
No
and look
one's
at my dick,
expected to be sexually attracted to anything that's going on.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
by the time she looks at my dick,
Yeah.
she's just pleasantly surprised that it doesn't stink. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'd be amazed if your
normal.
dick didn't stink.
yeah.
Be like, oh, I haven't thrown up.
That's true. That's true.
Because like the thing is, like Freddie is such a like bulbous person, just in general, like his head and that. Your dick's got to be a mad shape.
Oh, my dick looks like a light bulb. You can tell when I've had a horny thought because it goes off.
40-watt flash.
Bing! Stop it, you dirty bastard! It's like dogs, in it? Dicks look like their owners.
Oh, Jesus. They do say that, innit? Dogs look like their owners.
I think we talked about this before, but do you reckon that you could pick out your dad's dick in a lineup?
No.
Because it must look like yours. Logically.
Do you even think you could pick your dick out in a lineup, though? I reckon if you got some similar looking dicks, I'd be in trouble.
Mine's the one with what sits on it. Little dust.
Yeah, if it's scratched,
Some
it's different,
Doritos
like,
and
you
shit.
Yeah.
It's got a TV remote stuck down it.
Right, I'll have a look. Oh, do you want to see something that I think... no, let's click on weirdest thing to say during sex.
Okay.
So I'll read this one out. Fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
My husband said I have a boy pussy.
Madison, can you just make a note of the time so we can make that into a little soundboard clip?
I am a biological female and a woman. I can't believe that those two things have to be said independently, but whatever.
I think even if you're like a really hardcore trans rights person, you think if you were born a female, you still think they're a woman.
Yeah.
I don't think you're like, even if you're like trans women are women, you're not like women aren't women, only trans women are women.
I haven't spoken to him since. For context, we were having sex, and at some point, with his eyes closed, he moaned, "Yeah, that boy pussy," and then stopped, realising he spoke out loud. I'd feel better if he mentioned another woman because we're somewhat open, but I'm pretty sure he's bisexual, and instead of speaking to me about it, fantasises about me being a twink.
I think he just got the words mixed up.
That's a
It
very
says, look,
charitable way of looking at this.
For context, we were having sex, and at some point, with his eyes closed, he moaned, "Yeah, that boy pussy." I think he meant to say, "Yeah, that pussy boy."
Yeah.
I think he just mixed up. Oh, that's some good pussy. Do you understand?
Like he's chewing a corn kernel.
Yeah.
That's that good pussy, boy.
Yeah.
I say I do declare this pussy is
This is what I'm
delicious.
saying. Have you ever had boy pussy before? Boy pussy.
No, it's 2025. You can have all sorts of pussy now.
It's true.
There's all different flavours of pussy.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
I think it's less embarrassing to just say you like boy pussy than to say that you fuck like foghorn leghorn. What I say? What in tarnations we doing with that pussy, boy?
This is what I'm saying, man.
He's firing two pistols in the air.
Yeah, that boy pussy. You see, that pussy boy.
Yeah, I think we might have to look at the ethnicity of this person to
Yes.
determine, because
Yes.
no white guy has ever said that pussy boy. Like, that's never happened.
No,
so
no,
like
no,
that
no.
is a gay guy right
And
there.
yeah, that boy pussy. I never heard a boy pussy.
Yeah.
I've never.
You've not lived. You've
Well,
not lived.
Yeah, it must be. I ain't lived
I imagine
to-
it's like young male ass,
What? No,
like
I
asshole.
I think it might be
But
like,
they
they might
call
be into like
pussy-
trans people. They might want like someone who
Yeah,
looks
but
like a
like-
man but has a pussy. That might be what they're into. That might be the boy pussy.
No, I think it's an ass. I think it's a.
You
bum.
think boy
Ask
pussy?
your fans.
What a
I
weird
think
thing
boy
to
fans
call
to
an
write
ass.
in. Ask your
I
fans
think
to
it's an
write in if
asshole.
they know what it is.
I think boy pussy is an asshole.
I think that's a mental leap that you're making there.
Urban Dictionary.
Why are you pointing at Madison like she's
Urban
the author-
Dictionary.
Chill,
Boy-
no. Look at her.
Madison, Google boy pussy. I think
I'm
it's.
telling you 100%.
I am being a progressive man, and I think that he's a little trans fanny. I think it is the opposite of girl dick. It's like you can either
Yes.
Hang
the
on, boy
anus of a
pussy.
man. Yeah. Wiktionary agrees with you. Fair enough.
Thank you.
Oh, so he is gay. Right.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
still
said
pretty
Google.
gay.
Yeah.
No, well,
Doesn't
she
get him off
said
the-
that she feels he might be bisexual.
Yeah.
But so
Yeah.
she must probably just right.
I think
now.
he might be even more woke than that, though. Maybe he's into the non-binary community. And to be honest with you, I'd rather have boy pussy than girl dick. That's just me. That's just me. I'd love it if one of the bros had puss. That'd be great. Do you want to come round for Mario Kart and then we'll smash? It's FA Cup third round weekend. We can bang at half time.
Yeah.
Boy pussy.
Yeah.
I've
Like,
never heard of that shit.
No, I've never heard of boy pussy either. This is a new
Until
phrase
today.
for me.
You learn something new
We're
every
an
day.
educational podcast. You know,
Definitely, I got
we're
educated
teaching the world. Yeah.
in boy pussy.
Yeah. Would you rather that someone you were shagging was fantasizing about another man or a woman though? You know,
what? So if I was
if they were
fucking
like,
a
"Oh,
woman,
Linda,"
Yeah, but that don't bother boys.
well, this is it.
Boys are like, well, where is she? Call her.
yeah.
Right. What you don't know, Linda's a trans woman. She's
Yeah.
secretly fantasizing.
No, but no
that you're a
trans women
woman.
are called Linda.
Why not?
Because they're all called Chloe with a K or Jessica or like. Because there's nobody. There's
They give
nobody.
themselves fitter
There's
names.
no,
innit?
there's nobody who sat at home. It's like I fantasize about being called Margaret. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
they're old names, innit?
We do know. We both know a
Linda,
trans Beth.
Margaret.
I think that there can be a young Beth.
Yeah, Bethany is quite pretty. Yeah,
Yes.
but our mates are Beth.
Not a Margaret. No one names their child Margaret no more.
Nah.
There's certain names that just that old. No one uses them no more.
No
for
one's
their
transitioning into a Colin. Yeah, you got a gay husband. That's what's happened there, isn't it? Gay husband.
Do you want to see something that I think is absolutely minging and I can't really explain why?
Brilliant.
Click on Only Hand.
Right.
This is somebody who makes food videos and has a tiny little hand.
Mashing things.
You know what they've done? They've sold their toes onto their hand. No,
That is a
seriously.
thing. That is a
They've
thing.
got
I've seen.
their thing. Yeah,
I know
they've
someone who's got
sold
that.
toe- Yeah. Look, if you look at the hand.
No, I think
the-
this is
the
a different
fingers
thing.
are
I've
toes.
got two different disabled mates who have the different things, right? I've got one who's got the toe hands.
Yeah.
But this, I think, is like my mate Pete Selwood's got a little hand like this. We got the little button fingers.
How fuming would you be at that last one? That last fucking nub being so far away.
The gap's wild, isn't it? Yeah. But maybe we could hold things in between that.
No.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he can wiggle them independently?
It looks like the phone holder in my car.
Well, he's cooking, isn't he? He's cooking, so.
Like it's. I know you're grossed out by this, but it's not actually grosser than any other hand.
It's
not gross.
horrific.
No.
That's the kind of thing that just I can't.
But to be fair, if I watched a video where someone made mashed potatoes just by doing this, I'd be like, "That's fucked."
Yeah,
get
I
a
wouldn't-
mashing,
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Can you not get an attachment for that mashes?
I'm trying to think about like what's the smallest. Like if it was like a beautiful woman, what's the smallest hand she'd have that wouldn't gross me out?
Right before he got like how nubby they'd have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon like a child's hand would be weird.
Yeah.
Let alone one of these like whatever these are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just cut them off.
What do you mean? Just cut them off?
Just have a.
Why not just
There
leave
must be a
them?
use for them.
Yeah.
Well, he's mashing potatoes for
Grip
them,
and
so
stuff.
Come on, man. He's got a
Yeah.
use for them. I'm sure he's got other
Yeah.
uses, but yeah.
Yeah, you'd rather have them than not.
Nah.
I'd have the little buttons.
Would you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got one more thing.
All right.
Try to have a little look.
Is it also being grossed out by a disabled person?
Yep.
Right, brilliant.
Oh God, I fucking hate this woman. This is a woman who. Do you remember? Do you remember when Friends was on?
Yeah.
And people used to think that little helper monkey, Marcel, was cute. Well, this is a woman who's got 2 helper monkeys who quite clearly ruin her fucking life. Because this is her just trying to make a cup of tea.
Right.
And I'd rather kill myself than be this woman.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Cover it so they don't stick their hands in it. I'm also pretty sure one of the monkeys is in this cabinet. And then I have to go like this. And then walk to my cup like this. So then I have to open the cup and then do a little transfer thing. But then I have to open my milk and keep my hand covering my coffee, and then I pour my milk in. We don't get to see how much. Because
Sorry, is this monkey
they're
trying to
too
date
fast,
rape?
and
He wants his
that's
tea.
good. Then, I don't know if you guys ever seen this. They make cold foam in a can now. And
Fucking
Oh,
I
state.
know what this
God.
is because
It's
I
just
think they can smell sweet. So I'm not even kidding.
This
So we
is just
leave a
making a
little hole
coffee.
open and
She
just
can't even
put
open
some
the cup because they'll
kernel in.
just dive in it.
We don't.
like some things shouldn't be pets, innit?
Stick it
No,
in there.
I agree with that.
Look at the state of this.
Okay.
Just trying to constantly bite the can.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, she's like, "Oh, they're great, aren't they?" No.
No.
Yeah, that's fucking horrific.
See, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Have you ever known anyone with weird pets?
There was like a guy on my estate who had snakes, you know, one of them. There's always a guy who's got too many
Snake
knives
horse,
and a snake,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I used to see a girl.
Katanas on the wall, you know the dude. Yeah.
I used to see.
Too many Bruce Lee posters.
Yeah.
I used to see a girl briefly who had snakes, and she would go through such mental gymnastics to be like, "It's great having snakes," and you're like. It looks like the shittest thing in the world because they cost a fucking bomb.
Yeah.
They've got to be in a special tank.
You can't even really hold them for long.
They've got to be like their food has to be like fucking. It's got to be like a dead mouse that you put in the fucking microwave for 30 seconds because it's got to be hot. Because if it's cold, then the snake won't go for it because it has to feel like it's alive. It's just there's so much shit. And what you get is just a snake in there that's just incapable of love and would fucking eat you at the first chance it got.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
You look like you got weird pets, Madison.
Yeah, you look like someone who's got a tarantula or something.
No,
Yeah.
got 2 dogs.
Yeah.
You look like you'd have definitely a tarantula.
Tarantula.
I do want a rat.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
A
go.
rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pet rats are dead
Seriously?
nice.
Yeah.
That's a Londoner right there going, a rat.
Yeah. I mean, I seen someone with, and the rat, like he was living in the tent side of the street. And I saw the mouse around him. I didn't realise it was him at first, but he said like the rat came, sat on his
Those
shoulder.
pals.
So he's obviously had it from his little.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. It's
How-
literally a rat.
How are you training a rat over getting a job at
Jesus,
that point?
What job can you
that's
get?
what I'd like to
Because a
know.
rat doesn't ask for a CV with an address on it. What are you fucking talking about? You don't need a bank account to befriend a rat on the street. Those weren't his 2 options.
Seriously.
He wasn't on his way to the job centre when he got distracted by a fucking rat. He's homeless. He's got a lot of free time. The fuck you on about?
It could be a chef.
It could have been by now. Could have been.
Put the rat in the hat. Just do the thing.
Ratatouille.
I genuinely think if you turned up in a kitchen with a rat under your hat and just winked, I think you'd get a job. I
No,
think
they'll
if you just
fuck
went,
you up for that,
Yeah?
man.
Yeah? This guy, say nothing.
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Ratatouille?
Never been out with a girl who had snakes, but Freddie's mum does have worms, so I don't know if that counts because I had sexual intercourse with her.
Do you have any pets, then?
A cat.
You got a
That's
cat?
it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I only had a cat because I had mice at one point. I got invaded. I live in a very small block of flats, but they got in through the walls, and there's just moving.
That's living in
around.
London, man.
That is.
I made peace with the mouse who lived in my house.
Seriously?
Like I was quite depressed at the time.
couldn't.
And I lived in like my room was a fucking shit tip, and there was just a mouse. I thought it was the same one I'd see every day. I think it probably was. And like we were pals. He was all right. He was pretty chill. And then one day he ate through one of my lead shirts, and we fell out.
No, that's it. This
That was
what
it.
I'm
It was
saying.
over. You've taken the piss, mate.
No,
You've taken the piss.
I had to.
Not the
get rid of that.
1972 FA Cup centenary shirt, you little prick.
No, I had to get rid. And it was only only one you had in it.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. They were having parties in my house. They were handing out flyers and
Listening to
everything.
dubstep.
Yeah, they were. Do you know what I mean?
Nice gumming ketamine.
Yeah, you'd always 3, 4 of them, and I thought, no. I got a gang of mice in my house, so I tried everything to get rid of them before I got the cat. Sticky traps, poison pellets.
Oh, mate, I did the
everything.
humane traps for a while because me and my missus are like tedious vegetarians. And what I'd do is I'd drive them around the country to my gigs and drop them off at petrol stations.
Seriously?
No, you jump off a petrol station.
Well, because like I've got to get them away from my house, and the only time I'm like driving away from my house, I'd go to like a service station and be like,
if you're driving it away from your house, put it in a wood. Like, don't put it in a shell garage.
I'm not driving to woods. No, I'd put it in like services, and I'd find like the bit of woods. I'd live there. But what I found out is you've got to do it really quickly because there was one that I left in there for a day, and when I tipped it out, it just went bloop.
Yeah, he killed it. Yeah,
It was just
he
like,
cut off
"Meh."
his ear.
Let's get it a ginster's pasty. Get it straight back up.
Left it by this bin, and I was like, "Oh, this is much worse than if I just killed it immediately."
Yeah, what you've done is you've gassed it essentially.
Yeah, in its own piss because they don't stop pissing ever
yeah,
because
they're
they've got
shit
no
and pissy, yeah.
because they've not got rectums, so they just leak piss constantly.
That
They're
is
just
mad.
always pissing mice.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ugh,
It's like you after your bubble operation.
oh God, what a time that was. What a fucking time.
Yeah.
I miss just being able to shit myself whenever I want to.
Oh, Jesus.
I
So
miss
you had to
it.
have an operation.
No. I when I was ill, I went through like a couple of days where I was just shitting like every few hours.
Oh, yeah.
Like I just literally no, but I'd check my pants and just be shit.
Oh, shit.
like the
Literally,
poo fairy.
just falling out of you.
Yeah.
Literally, shit's jumping
Well,
out
I always
of you.
thought that when you shat yourself, you'd be like, uh-oh, like that.
you
But
know.
actually what happens is you just sat around and you go, and then you just sort of check and you go, oh, there appears to be loads of shit.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
literally
fuck
like a
me.
giant baby. It's literally how a baby just goes and they've shit themselves.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stop doing that now, though.
Just,
I've got to ask. I don't want to be here and then.
I'll be honest, Slim. Sometimes we've had to record stop recordings fairly sharply, where he just sort of goes, "Are we done?" like,
Particularly Patreons, when I've had a big dinner,
Yeah.
it sort of kicks in after about an hour,
Yeah,
and I just see because I get a 15-second warning.
That's it.
It's like an air raid siren.
Wow.
I get like a woo, and then I'm like, you got to find.
You're shitting immediately.
Yeah.
Well, ain't that good that you got good bowel movements? There's some people I know, they say they shit once or twice a week.
That's mental. Yeah.
One person say they shit every 2 weeks.
I
or
think there's a
something like
happy
that.
middle
I
ground.
said every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's
I
a
said,
health
yeah.
problem.
And they eat properly.
Yeah, they don't.
They're not skinny
They're
like
eating,
me. They're
yeah, but they're
solid
eating
person.
something wrong.
Of course they are.
Have some fucking bran flakes, you mad
Yeah,
cunt.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought people shit every day.
I'm a daily shitter.
A lot of people don't, though.
One a day, first thing when I get up. I'm quite regular. You know, occasionally
yeah.
there'll be a second one if I've had a big dinner.
I was on for many years. I was on 5 shits a day.
Yeah,
I'd
but
have-
that's good for you.
No.
Not the
This
way I
wasn't
did
a
it.
figure of health. His breakfast used to be 6 hash browns and 5 coffees.
Oh, right.
I used to drink probably about a litre of coffee a day.
You were shitting the coffee then.
Oh, mate,
That's
honestly.
what it was. You're shitting.
Do you know what?
This is Freddy healthy. This is him doing well.
Again,
You've got to bear in mind, he looked worse than this a year ago.
I was. I spoke about this before, but I about 6 months ago I had a shit, and it was really, really enjoyable. You know, like sometimes you have a shit and you're like, "Oh, that was great." That.
Yeah, because you got a cum button in your
I
arse.
realised that it was the first shit I'd had in about 3 years that wasn't just wet water.
It's like proper
It was the
shit.
first solid shit I'd had. I'd forgotten what a solid shit was like. And
That's
so-
the coffee.
Yeah.
Have you given up coffee now?
I have it way less. I have it like maybe 1 cup every 2 days.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
And for a while, for the longest time, I just didn't drink any at all.
Yeah.
I'll give you the gout, as they say.
It's like
It's always something that gives you gout. Coffee gives you gout.
It's amazing he's not got gout, to be honest. Like you've got all the other fat diseases, isn't it? So you know.
What is gout again? What is it like?
It's like you get a
to
big
do with your
swollen
feet.
foot, don't
Yeah,
you? Because
yeah.
you've had too many rich foods. I think it's like
inflammation of your joints.
it's a fat cunt disease.
Is it?
Henry VIII had it, I think.
Yeah.
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 Bad
There's
syphilis.
no starving children with gout, is there?
No.
No,
at
it's a
all.
very. I think it's a Western disease.
It is.
Yeah. Also, if you're eating a balanced diet, don't think you get gout.
My diet at the moment, oh my fucking God, it's dreadful. It's dreadful. Because I got gallstones at the moment.
Yeah.
So I can't.
He's honestly this close to death.
I can't eat anything. So yesterday, went to a restaurant, right? And I was like, oh, it's all right. There was one thing that I could have on the menu, and it was spicy beans. That was the only thing that I
That's
could
the thing
have.
that will calm your stomachs down. Spicy beans.
It was the only thing I could have, right?
1 plate of fart fuel, please.
Check this out. Check this out. I went home and I was like, I've got some food at home. The only food that was in the fridge that I could have was a chicken biryani.
Right.
So I had spicy beans and a chicken biryani.
And then your tummy didn't feel good.
And then I went to do a show at Hot Water and I had a shit before I set off.
Yeah.
And then by the time I did the hour's drive, I was running to the toilet to do another shit. And then I did a third shit before I went on stage.
Right, but
your stomach's not holding your food.
No, but he presents stuff like this like he has no choice in any of these decisions. Like these things
Well,
just
what
happen.
would you have done?
Do you eat
Get
fruit?
a salad.
Do you
Have
eat
a
fruit and
salad.
veg? Do you
Eat some veg.
They didn't have salad.
Didn't have any veg.
No, they
in
didn't.
Do you
the
eat
entire
fruits?
restaurant.
The guy, when he came over...
Go somewhere else.
When he came over, the guy said, there's no veg today.
There's no veg
How about
today.
fruits?
I had mango this morning. And look, that's apple juice. That's one.
No, that's juice.
That's
We're talking
juice,
that.
doesn't
Yeah, but he
count.
said, look,
Doesn't
look,
count, doesn't
look,
count.
hang about,
I was
look.
going to say one
It
of
says
One
here
of his five a
one.
day. It says that on tins of beans, Freddie. It doesn't mean it's fucking real.
There you go. Look, one of my 5 a day.
Yeah, he's having
And I
sugary
ate some
pop.
mango.
Oh, wow.
I've had 2 of my 5 a
He's
day
had
today.
mango, the sugariest fruit possible. Like mango isn't like that's not like eating broccoli. Mango's a treat.
What do you mean mango's a treat?
It's fucking delicious. It's one of the best things to eat. It's not like a chore to eat some mango. Well done you. You
Yeah,
had a delicious mango.
But I can't see anybody realistically eating 5 pieces of fruit and veg a day.
I
think
do.
that's-
I do literally every day.
It's not. No,
Tomatoes?
you don't.
I literally every day.
No.
Tomato,
What?
cucumbers.
Yeah.
You eat none of these stuff. You eat lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, salad, nothing.
No, salad's not a meal. Salad's the thing that's on the side of a meal.
Yeah, but don't you have it on the side?
No one does.
And
It's
veg,
it's
or
so
nothing
easy.
like
Listen, I don't know how they do things in London, but over here, salad is decorative. That's what salad is. Salad's that thing they put on the plate.
It's a garnish.
Just to be like, it looks nice, doesn't it?
Bit of colour that
Yeah.
you move to the side.
Is
like
that
a little-
always just to colour your plate?
Yeah, it's like a little. If you eat salad up here, you have to know that salad has been on that plate all day because the plate gets sent back, and what they do is they scoop the salad to the side, and then they load up the next meal. I swear to God.
But it's so easy to get. 5 is such a low tag. You know, it's actually meant to be like 9, but they went, British people ain't doing 9, we'll say 5.
Really?
Yeah. But like 5's so easy. If you have like 2 in your lunch, 2 in your dinner, and a piece of fruit, you're there.
Yeah, I know how
That's
5.
not hard.
I know how
That's-
5
Yeah,
works.
but you're acting like it's insurmountable. Like it's a crazy amount
No,
of fruit and
I
veg to
think
eat.
I think what it is it's like it's only normal to you because you're used to it. So it's like some Muslims pray 5 times a day.
Yeah,
I don't pray at all.
yeah. But you can conceive of how they do it.
No, I can't. I think it's a lot.
It is a lot.
It would ruin my life having to pray 5 times a day.
Sure,
It
yeah.
would destroy my whole fucking life.
Your knees wouldn't take it.
But can you imagine being like, oh, it's 7 minutes past 3, time to fucking.
That's not how they do it. They just listen out for the song, isn't it? That's why the song's there.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Like fucking Squid Game or some shit. They're fucking playing a song and then they've got to go in the corner and kneel.
So it'd be
Like,
really
drive
funny.
me insane.
Really funny prank to play on like a committed Muslim. Change their ringtone to the call for prayer. So every time they get found, they're like, "Oh shit, I've got to get mosque." Really fun way to fuck with the Muslims in your life. There you go. Take that with you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I couldn't do it because, like,
Yeah.
I'm just not used to it. Do you know what I mean? But five pieces a day of fruit and veg a day for me is
Start with
It'd
2.
kill him.
Work your way up.
I've had 2 this morning.
There you go. Aim for 3. We'll get you there. So you've had 2 this morning, and you complain you can't do 3 in the 12 hours you've got in the rest of the day.
Yeah, but
So
like,
you don't want to.
I don't just like my fridge isn't full of veg.
No.
Right. But you control what goes in your fridge.
But
Go to,
But-
here's an idea, a greengrocer, and buy some fruit and veg.
there's no greengrocers in Leyland.
There's one across the road from where we're sat right now, on this very street. What's that shop right there, Freddie? What's that shop right there?
Yeah, but he doesn't take card.
I'll lend you 20 quid.
I paid 20 quid for the veg.
You don't take card.
And he will take
and
card. He
dodgy
definitely
shops
got a
he
card
went
reader.
around,
He
yeah.
definitely does. Tramps have card readers now. He's got one.
That's the truth.
Have you seen tramps with card
I've seen
readers?
Tramp with
Yeah.
card reader, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I think fair fucking play. I'll tap a fiver
Seriously?
for you. Yeah, you're hustling.
No.
Not a fiver, man. Put a pound on or two. Fiver's too much, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But fiver,
Mate,
man.
no, a
there's-
pound.
Come on now.
pound.
Mate,
Come on,
I
a pound.
love
too
giving a
much.
home. No, treat yourself. Give a homeless person a fiver and watch how delighted they are.
No, no,
It
no,
really.
No, I'll do it at Christmas.
I gave a homeless person in Blackpool a fiver the other day, and like that is the most money they've ever had. If you want to see someone delighted,
No, they will
they're
be.
like, "We're having smack tonight, boys."
Look, I will do a card tap. I will do a contactless payment of £1, but I'm doing it on my Amex card so I get the points.
Yeah.
You can't whip out a gold card and then go £1.
No, you can.
You absolutely can.
That makes you seem rich.
Yeah.
Oh, how much do you want? £100. £100 for being on the road, just like that. No, sir. A fiver. If they, £1, £2. If they want more, I'll say I'll buy you something to eat.
Yeah, fair.
I'll do that.
I just think this guy wanted smack, so I gave him a fiver for
so
it.
they do. If they're honest about it, say, look, I'm just trying to get high.
Yeah.
A guy said that to
Like,
me
yeah,
before,
yeah.
and I thought, fair play.
I've done the
There you
exact
go.
same thing, man. Yeah.
If you're not going to lie or try and skank it out of
He
me,
caught me on the way home from a rave. My jaw was all over the place, so I think he just probably read the room. And he was like, this guy knows. So I'm like, yeah, you know what, mate? We're all trying to get high.
Do you know what I don't like is when they come with a story?
Yeah.
You know, they're like, excuse me, I need 20p to get the bus to town because my mother's friend has collapsed. And you're like, will you shut the fuck? Just tell me what you want and I will say no. But like, tell me what you want first.
Well, I
Like,
did get scammed by one with really good special effects makeup. They put a big fake wound on their arm and said they'd had like been hit by a car, and it looked dead good.
For real?
Yeah, and I got like I was pissed on a night out, and I was like, oh fucking hell, that's well bad, right? We'll sort your taxi, all right, whatever, get him some money or whatever. I saw him a week later doing the same thing to someone else. I was like,
That's when you see them doing it again to someone. You think you mother.
yeah.
Didn't step in. I was like, it's their turn to get scammed.
It's
And,
the
like, I
truth.
respected the hustle.
It's the truth.
They got me.
The
They had my
problem
pants down.
is that special effects makeup is expensive, so that guy is running at a loss.
I say special effects makeup. Like, I bet it was dog shit. I bet
Most
it was
probably.
like stuck on,
Most
but I was
probably.
just pissed and like, oh no.
Yeah. The
Fucking
ones
fair
that
play
get
to
you are the ones that say they run out of petrol.
Yeah. They got a
There was a guy who used to
got
walk
a
around a
can.
petrol
Really?
can.
Yeah.
And in
There was
your
a guy in
mind, you
South
think,
London
well, I
did
can't
that.
give him 50 pence. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you do end up giving them £5. You're going to give them much more than you would if they're just a beggar. So that's why they do the petrol can.
Yeah.
No one's going to give you 50 pence for petrol.
Yeah. That's true.
No, it's true. It's a common
Oh,
one.
look,
And it
buggers.
weren't until I saw him, as you say,
Yeah.
a couple of days or a couple of weeks after I come, but I saw him with the same petrol can, the same spot.
Right,
I thought this.
When I used to live in South London, there was a guy like around my area in New Cross who would just he would always ask for 20p for a bus to Tottenham.
Yeah.
And like after like week 3 of this, I was like, mate, you could have walked there by now. Like, you know, Tottenham's far, but you can walk that in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
You'll get
definitely.
there. Chop, lads.
Yeah, being lazy
Yeah,
bastard.
at least think of another borough. You know,
No, they don't.
Say a different borough every day. But he
live
was
in
like,
that
no,
borough.
Tottenham works. Let's
That's
keep
it.
going.
That's it. Whatever works, they'll stay there. There's a guy at the traffic lights in Brixton Town Hall for years. Slim black guy, with a afro, glasses, and he was there for about 5 years. But you knew he had money. I saw him out partying one time, stressed up. I mean, back then, I suppose he was in his late 40s, early 50s. But, you know, just see the clothes he had on it. And I thought, you look like you ain't broke at all.
Yeah.
Literally, you must be making so much money
They've
off
just
this.
conquered the shame of standing on a corner and asking.
That's all you have to do. Conquer the
If you
shame.
conquer the shame, but it's a lot of fucking shame.
Well, look, women back in the day, they would have, before the internet, if you wanted to be a brass or a prostitute, you had to find an area and stand on the street, didn't you?
Yeah.
So they had to, like, you know,
Yeah.
get past that shame of you saying, ain't that Mary on the corner in Stockton? Do you see what I mean? There was a shame as well. So, yeah.
I don't think Mary had a lot of people looking out for her.
I wonder if there was a time, you know, when prostitutes used to just stand on the street corners. I wonder if there was a time where like you'd be like, I'm at Renshaw Street tonight. It's fucking dead round there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's different. Like, areas would be better, definitely.
yeah.
There's still some about in Manchester. I parked up to like smoke a bit of weed, and I'd like,
seen them, they
knock on my
still
window and
walk
be
around.
like, "Oh shit, I'm a single guy down a back alley. They look creepy as fuck." I definitely look like I'm shopping, like 100%.
With smoke on you. With smoke as well.
Yeah.
You're looking to get pulled over by the whole bit.
I've always got smoke on me, man. Look, I've got a prescription now. They can't fucking touch me.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't giving me one. I've still got to do it the illegal way.
Do you do edibles?
No, you know what? I can't.
I've eaten all the edibles in the studio anyway.
I can't gauge them.
Yeah, that's totally it. That's what happened to Isha at Bar at our festival last year. Yeah.
Oh my!
You know, like it's
Couldn't
spliff.
speak.
You take a couple of pulls, you can
And you
put
know
down.
where you're at.
Yeah, and you
You
know,
know where you're at.
Once
Mate.
you pop that, that's it.
You're on the ride.
Eshan
Yeah.
took a couple of the high strength ones.
He took one. I made him spit out half, and he still couldn't speak.
He saw Allah.
See, I told you. That's why I don't fuck with them. I don't. No, that mushrooms, all that. It's
fucking
just
love
a little bit.
mushrooms.
Well, I don't. So the reason I don't do psychedelics is because I'm paranoid that I was molested and I've forgotten. And I think
It would explain so much.
That's hilarious.
I
And
think
it
that
would open up your mind.
I
your
think
chakra.
that I'd be like, shit, swimming, like you know what I mean? Like, fuck.
See, I actually agree with him. I think that's probably true, but I think you should take the mushrooms and confront it. You need to work out which uncle you should stop seeing at Christmas. I think, look, because that trauma's in you. If you've been bummed, you've got to deal with it.
I think it's the uncle that keeps winking at me.
Hey, look, this is what you look like.
Happy Christmas. Wink. That'd be so creepy if an uncle just started doing that.
That
for no
would.
reason. Oh shit, man! Right, I think we're about.
Well, we've got a couple of little videos to end it. We'd like to show videos, some fun videos. We've not had some for a few weeks, but I found some on the internet. We've had some problems with the phone number because we found out it was illegal, but we're working out how to do this better. So we've got a couple of little videos saved for you, some fun things. We'll just go in the order that they're there. Cheers. Top one first, Madison. Here we go. So this is a guy doing, they're just having a little fun party here. There we go. So we've made this big. What a great job you're doing, Madison. There we go. So they're all hanging around. I think this is like, some celebration. Some shit's kicked off. Like a big sports event.
What's he standing on the bike?
He's stand up. I don't know what it is, actually. It's some sort of like, maybe it's like a statue or a generator or something. Something weird, isn't it? Yeah, they're all having a fun time. Oh, here he goes.
Oh no!
Here he goes. He's a bit of a gymnast, this lad.
Oh no! No, he's not going to do a backflip.
No, he's not.
He's...
Smoke yourself. Flip, nigga. Flip, nigga. Smoke yourself. Tip, nigga. Break your fucking neck.
Oh
nigga.
no.
Break your fucking...
It wasn't even.
He doesn't even do a quarter of the rotation.
He didn't even spin. He just literally jumped backwards onto his head.
Yeah. That wasn't a backflip. That was a back.
But they warned him, innit?
Yeah. So the guy you hear shouting at the end, he starts off with like, "Don't do that!
No,
you're gonna
no,
break your neck.
yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
break your neck." And then eventually he's like, "You know what? Fuck it, flip." And it's like, it's
If you
great.
don't hear, you will feel. That's the saying we've got, man. If you don't hear, you will feel.
Yeah,
And he felt.
that guy. That guy's gonna have some serious long-term consequences
Well,
from that.
I always think with shit like this is like if he'd have pulled that off, the level of impressiveness in that moment is people going, "Hey, good for you, you did."
Nah,
backflip."
that's gonna pop a vibe off. You're the hero of that party if you nail a backflip there.
But-
like, come on, like people are going off if
They
you nail
will.
a backflip.
But
That guy can't backflip.
for the rest,
That's what I'm saying.
for the rest of his life, he gets to be in a wheelchair, and every time he turns up to any party, people go, "Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I
it's
mean?
this guy." Oh,
I think that's fucked up.
Much easier to do a backflip now, though. He's just got to go up a steep ramp.
Did he break his neck on that?
Oh, he's got to have done. Yeah.
Jesus.
He's not okay. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And there's so much people out there in wheelchairs or just, paralyzed or
Just from this
from
shit.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, it must be so infuriating if you were like born into a wheelchair, like from birth.
Yeah.
It must be so infuriating
Watching
watching
people breaking
able-bodied
them.
people
Yeah, breaking
ruin
themselves
themselves
up.
like this.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd be like, "Are you fucking messing me?
Yeah.
I've never had legs, and you fucking ruined yours by backflipping off a fucking post box, you daft twat."
My mum was a teacher that was like a really promising rugby player at her school who was like playing for like England youth and stuff like that. It was on track to be a professional rugby player, and their career was derailed when they put a firework up their arse and blew half their leg off.
Look at that shit.
The entire
Do you see
career
what I'm
just
saying
done.
to ya?
Just blew half their fucking thigh off with a firework up their arse.
Well, he's
That
certainly got the
is-
brain of a rugby player.
Well, this is
I'm
it.
telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
people are always injuring themselves, man.
yeah. Although I kind of respect people like this. I really hope my last words are watch this.
Him. No, man.
Like,
you know,
I'm
I
one
don't
of this
respect
guy.
that because I was a big fan of Superman when I was
Right,
growing
right.
up, and obviously Christopher Reeve was the Superman,
Yeah.
my Superman at the time. And as you know, down the line, he went horse riding.
Yeah, fell off a horse, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Paraplegic.
Yeah.
Straight. That hurt me. I ain't gonna lie, I felt that shit.
Yeah.
I know he's only an actor and blah blah.
But he's meant
but
to
I
be
thought,
Superman, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Superman, man.
Yeah.
Have you
And
ever
broke his
ridden a
neck.
horse?
When I was little, you know when they bring a bunch of school kids out and everyone gets them, they hold
Yeah.
the horse by the thing and you ride it.
That's like a donkey ride at
yeah,
Blackpool,
that shit,
basically.
yeah.
But
right?
now you're
no.
like not being fucked.
No, I'm
if
not
Superman
riding
can
one.
get fucked,
Yeah, I'm
it'll
not
get
riding
you.
one. And yeah, man, I'll snap every bone in my body if I dropped off a horse. Do you know what I mean? Look at me.
Yeah, I don't fuck with horses, man. Like, I don't like being on something that's got a brain. And also, because I'm massive, whenever I've been horse riding like twice
Yeah.
with me, like my mum who loves it,
Yeah.
or like my sister who loves it as well.
Yeah.
But then they look at me and they go, right, and then they go find this giant fucking horse that's like not
Neither
been
one.
ridden in years, grumpy, can't be arsed, is the only one I can fit on. I don't want to be on it. It
He
doesn't
don't
want
want you.
me on it, and then they get annoyed at me for me not telling it off. It's like it's fine. It's having an eat. I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah. It's like that horse is like the donkey at the beach that gets the one kid with Down syndrome. You're like
Strong-kneed donkey.
Oh no, that's gonna fuck. Oh, that's gonna be a long walk around the beach, isn't it?
I mean, I know there
Jesus.
was only an age restriction, but we were implying that it was a size restriction.
Yeah.
Well, it's like carrying an Atlas stone. This. Jesus.
Oh, mate, I'd watch it if World's Strongest Man was like that. They have to start off with a thalidomide, dead easy.
Fuck Reese.
Just get further down as they go. But the last one is a big fat Down syndrome
Harvey
kid.
Price.
Yeah, fucking.
Welcome to World's Strongest Monk.
Yeah, you're going to you're not going to hell with it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to hell.
Right, we've got one more video just to finish off. Here we go. Try not to spoil it with the headline.
Oh.
Right, let's make this big. Here we go. If we just sort of rewind that so you can see what actually happens.
Oh
there.
no.
So,
Oh.
can we have the sound on, please, Madison?
Oh no.
There we go. So he's just flexing with his rifle. Maybe we
Look at
shouldn't
his
have the
foot.
sound on, actually, Madison. So I don't know what the fuck
What an
this is.
idiot.
He's literally just blown his whole foot off.
Oh
Look at the
I don't know what he thought would happen, though. He pointed the gun at his foot.
Oh my God.
What a dickhead.
Look at that floppy shit.
That's
What a dickhead.
For audio listeners, he appears to be in a country where firing guns in celebration isn't rare.
He's
Yeah,
got.
but
He's,
do you turn it down to your foot? Lift
You
your
point
foot
it in
up.
the air, innit? You meant to, like, that's what the men do. They shoot
Yeah,
in the air.
yeah.
And
He's
even
got-
that's dangerous.
Yeah.
he's got a foot. He's got a foot like a camp guy's wrist. Just like it's just totally.
It looks like a windsock on a summer day.
He's taken off, but that was like a shotgun as well, weren't it? That
It's
wasn't
so
like
mad.
a handgun.
It's blown the entire foot to
It has.
bits. It's not like gone through his foot. His foot is no longer there.
Do you know what? As well.
Can we watch it again, please, Madison?
Can I just say as well, right?
Yeah.
Is if I'm going to point,
Here we
if
go.
I'm going to point a gun at my foot and blow it whilst it's being filmed,
Yeah.
I want it filmed in 4K. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it filmed on a fucking iPhone 6.
That's
Like
the
this shit.
truth.
I think this is the best phone in that country.
Yeah.
Also, like, what's fucking mental with it is, this is, like, there's Arabic writing all over this. I think this is probably, I would bet, a Muslim country. He doesn't have the excuse of being pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Like, he's sober and he's blown his own foot
They
off with a
do
gun.
do a lot
Yeah.
of dangerous stuff for fun, though.
Yeah.
If you go to Dubai and places like that, you get a lot of rich Arabs there. They go out into the desert
Yeah.
and they'll bring their cars and just race them
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And a lot of times they turn over and they'll never usually have seatbelts on.
Yeah.
So you can see on like YouTube and that videos of them flying out off the car while it's spinning.
Fuck that.
Or getting crushed while it's rolling over because I don't know, they don't
Send
seem
some
to
of those in if you've got some of those videos.
Yeah, seriously.
You can
you'll
also
see it.
find videos on the darknet of them making prostitutes eat poo. So,
There's a lot of that.
There's a lot of that.
There's a
That's
lot
a
of
big
like
thing in Dubai.
pooing on faces.
Yeah.
Ain't that? I mean, come on, what's the world got to?
Yeah.
Well, I
know. If you can't, if that's what you need to make yourself come, what you need is therapy, not a face to poo on.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
I just think that I do not even think that is something that is erotic to them. I think it's
power,
a control, it's power thing.
Well, this is it.
With so
degrading
much
someone to
money,
be that.
I'm gonna see this beautiful woman. And some of them, they might not even be that beautiful, but they'll pick a really good-looking woman.
Yeah.
And then they'll offer her a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
And they know she's got a price where she's going to say,
It's like when you get the
all
div
right
kid
then,
at school.
at
and
least think about it.
Well,
when
this
you go,
is-
I'll give you £1 to eat a bug. You know,
Right.
It's the
It's
equivalent
the
of that, isn't
simple-
it? You know,
yeah.
Well, this is why I don't live in Dubai because I've got a 5 shit a day habit. So
spending a fortune in brasses.
costing me so much. It costing £1,200 a day on toilet paper.
I do believe that's a power thing, though, because I can't see how someone can each their own. But I just can't work my way.
I wouldn't be able to
around
shit if there was a human being looking at my asshole that far away. I wouldn't be able to shit.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
But these guys, they're just unload.
I know what I'm like when someone's watching me when I piss. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm a confident pisser. I'm all right with that. I'm not a stage fright guy. I reckon I could crack out a poo on someone's face if I really needed to.
No, you kinky fucker.
And I'm not saying I'd enjoy it. I'm saying I could.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
that's still kinky.
Was that kinky?
It was
I'm not
kinky.
even doing it for fun. I'm a gentleman. It's because they've requested.
Look, there's so much space on the ground that the only place you can actually find to crouch down is there's a face
I'm not
underneath
saying
you.
it was an accident.
You got
I'm saying-
bushes. You got street lamps.
You got
can actually
toilet
put
slim,
your-
to be honest
got
with you, mate.
toilets,
That's
yeah.
what I would have gone to
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
You know, there's also street lamps and bushes.
yeah.
I'm saying if you're going to do it in a weird place, you got all these other places. You're like, nope. I'm going to find a face. I'm going to
I'm
find
not
someone.
finding a face slim. This is slander. I'm saying if it happened to be a face underneath me and that was the only place I could poo, I reckon I
would?
could. No, I could.
On
Rather-
their face.
I reckon I could do it rather than I would want to.
I need a full day of prep.
Right.
Talking,
couldn't do
waking
it.
up in the morning, coffee and super noodles
Yeah.
all day.
I couldn't, man. I couldn't.
Maybe
I
some
couldn't.
figs.
I've got a high fiber diet. I'm pretty good, you know. I think I'd be all right. I can get this
I
going.
don't know.
Yeah. I love a fig.
I don't think I could do it to save my mum's life.
Right.
Like, I mean, I don't know why that'd be. I don't know why I'd be put in that position.
Yeah.
Do you know who started all this shit off?
Who?
The 2 girls, 1 cup.
You think that was
We've never gone back from that.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah, look,
If you think how long ago it was,
it's very
and
much
now,
an influence on our career. Yeah.
Who was the who's the famous singer? No, who was it? The famous singer, the famous guy that was getting prostitutes and farting in the faces.
Oh, Little Richard.
Little Richard. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah,
I
man.
just don't understand all that to say, let me put your head here and...
His was really funny though, because he'd be like, he'd get them and they'd be like, oh, like have a look at me, Willie, and they'd be like, oh, what's that? They'd get right dead close, and he'd be like, and then he'd like dead giggle. That was his whole thing. Yeah, but like people, Hitler is into pooing on people.
Was he?
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. The guy was a bit messed up.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go.
A world full of fucking freaks.
So I hope you've learned some things today, Slim.
I've
been
learned a
educational.
lot.
It's been
I have learned a lot.
It's been a pleasure having you, mate. Where can
It's
people
been-
find you? Where can people get hold of you?
Online, all my handles online, Instagram, Facebook is Slim Comedian for everything. Twitter, Instagram, and what's the other one there? TikTok.
TikTok, that one.
And
But
not-
go see Slim live. He's fucking class. So
Yeah,
get
not
out and see him.
to because a lot of comedians, I'll be honest with you, and comedians sometimes that we get on this podcast, I really like as people, but I think they're shit at stand up. Like, you know, and
Sometimes you end up co-hosting a podcast with one.
but we've all got those friends in comedy where you're like, I really like you as a person, but fuck, you know. But honestly, Slim's one of the best stand-ups that I've ever seen, and you might get to see him as well, possibly, perhaps, if you're.
You're not saying possibly. He's booked for Dead
booked.
Meat.
Oh yeah. I
He's
wasn't
coming.
gonna-
There you go.
We can exclusively reveal we've got Slim.
There you go. I will be there.
It's going to be a
August,
dead meat. August 30th, mate, in Manchester.
He's not doing stand-up. He's going to shit on a woman's face. Just one lucky girl.
I'll be honest, if you want to find a woman who's into it, our festival is a good bet.
I can believe that shit. No, that ain't my kink. My kink's a bit different, but it wouldn't be shitting on me.
Well, if you want to find out what it is, get to Dead Meat. Tickets are available now, deadmentalkpod.com. Get us on Patreon as well if you enjoy this podcast. It's the best way to support. You can go over to patreon.com/deadmentalkpod. It's £3 a month. You can have a free trial for a week, extra episodes every week, specials. You get exclusive access to tickets before anyone else.
And also, big announcement. Rob is going on tour. Now, I'm going to tell you briefly about his tour now.
Are you? This I didn't agree to this.
He is going. It's 21st February, and
that's when it's on sale at midday.
At midday,
because getting up early is stupid. I think selling tickets at 9 a.m. is pathetic.
You can get on what website is it?
robcomedy.com.
Rob Comedy, and he is coming.
What a URL!
He is coming all over to some of the finest 50-seaters in the country.
Oh yeah, some of them are smaller than that.
And if
Tank Bar in St Helens, if I don't sell that out, I'm killing myself. It's literally, I think there's me and the staff, and we're halfway to selling it out.
Oh, God.
Like, if you don't sell that out, I am never coming back to St Helens. I will fucking tell you that for a fact.
What's
this
the
is your only
capacity?
chance. Literally, if it's 30, I'll be amazed. Like, it's fucking tiny. I'm also doing some big rooms. We did the Lead Mill in Sheffield, Stand in Newcastle. Those are like 300-400 seaters.
Excellent.
I won't fill them.
Yeah,
I've already checked. The Lead Mill's got a side room, so it won't be awkward.
If you like comedy that's a man shouting and flailing his arms constantly for an hour with absolutely no thought about rhythm or texture or anything like that.
Occasionally I take a drink.
Occasionally he takes a drink, and when he does, he stops and then he shouts and flails his arms.
Also, I won't have there's no thought of rhythm. It's just a very percussive, intense rhythm. But there's a lot of rhythm to it, you know? There's a lot of rhythm.
He's got soul, man. He's got
the same over and over and over again. Just
as opposed to you mixing it up all the time.
I do mix
from
it
your
up.
monotonous
I
plod.
mix it up.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Freddie, with all his diverse ways he can stand still and say rape.
Now that's a show you'd watch.
That is a show you'd watch.
Just me. So,
but but tickets are out on February 21st. It's actually going to be fucking sick. I'm really excited. Can't wait for it. It's going to be dead good. So get your tickets. It'll be fucking great to have you there.
Yeah, that's the end of the show.
Right, go fuck yourself.
Brilliant.